What up, P?
Cooling, man. Cooling, man.
All right,
everybody, you tuned into the MSR Extra Podcast. I'm Adam Butler, that's Paul Span.
Black Man Span.
Carrie Ann is in the building, Enno's in the building, the Jank is here, Sleepy Chris is here, and Ashley Gaga is in the building as well. Talking about the law of attraction.
Wow.
Got this question from my man Drewski, he's on the camera.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank you.
And he asked if when women get dressed, do they recognize or understand the type of attention that they may or may not get? Do they think about it in advance? Like if you wear a tight dress that shows off your best assets, you know, part of the pun. You know, do you think about that before you get dressed? What do you think, Paul? You think when women get dressed and they put on a certain article of clothing that shows off their #1 feature, do you think that they think about this beforehand? Do they consider men?
I'll say this to you. They made a push-up bra for a reason.
Yeah, to show them.
You understand what I'm saying? They made it for a reason. So I'd say that if, I mean, I'm not a woman, so I can't directly speak for a woman. But I can say that if you know that you have something that is obviously attractive, and you know what you possess, you've been out a few times and may have heard a compliment or two, I think you're going to do something to accentuate your best qualities.
All right, Ashley, let me ask you first, because you are a fashion guru or whatever. When women get dressed, do they consider men beforehand? Now, not to go get men, not to fish for men, but to think about what men may think about their shape or what have you.
See, okay, I feel like when women get dressed, we think about everybody. We think about where we're going, who's going to be there, and are we going to be dressed in accordance to what the group thought is going to be. So if there's going to be a lot of men there, yes, a lot of women do think, what do these men like to see us in? Now, when we go shopping, we might buy what we like, what we feel we're comfortable in.
Right.
But we would be lying if we're saying we're not getting dressed for other people. Yes, we do. It might not be exactly I'm getting dressed so that I can get that attention, but you are going to wear a gown to a ball. You are going to dress a certain way when you go into the baseball game or basketball or whatever. You are dressing to look cute to somebody.
Hope you ain't wearing a gown to the baseball game. That'd be dope. Carrie Ann, what you think? You think it would be dope to wear a gown to a baseball game? I'd have to give her some credit. Yeah, you build it and you make that jumbotron. Do you think that women dress in caution of men, meaning like, okay, if I wear this and it shows off my ass or my thighs or whatever, men are gonna gawk at me? You know what I mean? Do you dress in caution of men?
I dress depending on my mood. So if I'm feeling sexy, I'm dressing sexy.
Right.
If I feel like don't bother me today, I'm gonna wear most likely something that says don't bother me today.
Yeah.
But I know if I'm wearing something sexy, I'm going to get some kind of attention. I'm not gonna be like, why are they staring at me?
Right.
I see cheeks. Like I'm not gonna be mad at it.
Cheeks
don't touch my cheeks.
And cheeks are wonderful.
My cheeks.
Yes,
That's my only issue. Don't disrespect me. But I mean, if I get the attention, okay, it was a cute outfit.
So no touching.
Don't grab the cheeks if they don't want you to grab the cheeks. Damn it, be a gentleman.
Right.
Anna, what you think? Would you dress in caution?
out here.
Yeah, I got you like if you said like the whole diamond. Go ahead, Anna.
Honestly, for me, I'm in a relationship, so
shouts to do.
I kind of it depends on when we go. Like we go out to a club, I am cautious of how I dress because I don't want to bring unwanted attention, and he may have to go step outside. So like on regular days, I mean, I pretty much go off of my mood. Like I kind of agree with Carrie Ann. Like it depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling comfy, I want to be comfortable. I'm gonna dress comfortable. If I feel a certain way, I want to be sexy, I'll just dress sexy.
What you think, Jane?
I gotta jump in.
I gotta ask a question about that.
Because going to the club with your dude, I make sure I'm the baddest bitch in there. If my dude's gonna be like, yeah, she's with me.
All right.
I want my dude to be
weird.
Like, no, weird. I like attention.
Yeah, we see. Look at you guys. Right. We can tell.
No, but I'm saying, like, when I go to the club, like, I don't want to downplay it at all. Like, I want my dude to be like, at the end of the night, like,
but here's the deal, though. Some of these.
Here's the deal, though.
We need a punch graphic.
Some women dress like the club, but they're going to Target. This is what we were talking about when we were actually on the show. Now, those women, straight up and down, you're dressing like that because you want the attention of men. And you're going to front and act like, oh, these men are talking and looking at me. They all try and get my attention and all of that. But you know you did that on purpose to garnish that attention.
But I do watch those girls, like what Adam was saying, the girls wearing stilettos in the Target, those some slippery floors.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you trying to
see that train wreck?
Boulevard?
Yes, they are.
Let there be a puddle
Right. And like Chris, you made the reference earlier about the messy bomb and the precise bomb.
You know that smart bomb, it's trained to hit a specific target.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Specific target. We got you, bro. Go ahead. Right. We got you.
And then of course we have an atomic bomb, which goes to it's gonna hit everything. It's gonna be collateral damage.
Right.
And a lot of times when you girls wear stuff, there's a lot of collateral damage that we all see. Usually you're gonna get that, hey, how are you doing? You look nice, and that homeless Bill's gonna be like, hey, look at that
homeless
ass
Bill. And homeless Bill pops up from nowhere. But I don't want to just focus on the ladies, because of course I think men dress for women more than women dress for men. You know what I mean? When we go buy new cars or try to wear the flies, whatever, I don't know, Paul, you let me know what you think, but I think that we do it to get women's attention. What you think?
I mean, I think in my personal opinion, it's probably maybe 40 to 50% of it, depending on who you are. It's some men that stunting is just their thing.
But what are they stunting for?
For women.
Oh, okay, all right.
Women to garner some form of attention. Mm-hmm. I think that, I mean, obviously we all know that outwardly reflection is how we feel inside.
Right.
So I think a lot of people do certain things because it makes them feel good for one. But you're not. But even when you do things that make you feel good, you're cognizant of how the other sex is going to perceive it. Like, I'm going to get a fresh lineup because I know I don't want to come in here slipping. I know that if my lineup is a certain way, that it's going to be appealing.
There's a lot of dudes that stunt for men too. Because
True.
Dudes will get in the car and say they're gonna be hating me tonight.
True. Yeah, that's true. You know what?
True.
I'm all the time.
That's the same way
Y'all ain't even up on these.
But that's the same way when I said that a lot of women get dressed for other women. You know, a lot of women get dressed for other women. We buy the name brands, we'll spend extra dollars on shoes and stuff.
Right.
So we can impress other women, because at the end of the day, men that cannot tell the difference between Jimmy Choo and Target, or Jimmy Choo and Steve Madden. They don't know. They know how we walk in them. They might know how we walk in the sweat in our hips, but that's pretty much it.
Right.
No, I agree. So it's like a lot of women are dressing for other women.
If I see a fat booty, I'm not gonna be like, man, is those Jimmy Choos?
Yeah. You're not looking at that.
I'm true that like guys buy. Usually when we buy stuff, it's for women. You can take a look at they did a study on video games, the type of video games women like to play and men like to play.
You love video games stuff.
And I'm just saying, there's a great difference between the genres we like and the genres females like. Right. And clearly, when you're buying video games, you're gonna buy it. You know, you're playing it. You're buying it for you, and you're showing that, hey, that when I usually buy stuff for me, it's gonna be different from what females want. That's why when you go to a store, you're not gonna just buy. You're not gonna like buy a shirt that says, "I'm just trying to get bitches to."
Yeah. So
know,
I guess it's like
that's not gonna work on.
It's like saying, okay, if I were comfortable, if I weren't worried about women, I'd probably wear, you know, football paraphernalia all day, sweatpants, just be dressed down. But because I know women like, you know, fly sweaters. Sorry, I did look at the camera. You know what I'm saying?
And I said fly sweater.
And I said fly. I said fly. Fly sweater was being fly. You know, this jump right costs like $10. But and I did zip it. No, but like, you know, if you know women like certain type of articles of clothing, you're gonna do that even if that's not what you want to wear. I mean, that's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think it's a degree to it. Club again. And if they could go to the club, they will wear whatever the hell they feel comfortable. They do not want to wear nicer looking shoes. They want to wear their tennis shoes, but the clubs have certain restrictions. So of course you have to dress a certain way if you want to attract the attention. You can't come bummy.
No, but the reason why they have you dressed that way is still the same reason why women get in the club for free.
To attract
and they want you to attract better women. They don't want you to bring the hood rats to the club. So they want you to step your game up for the women that come.
Case in point, the three of us were at an event, and it was an event for a friend of ours, and Adam and Chris had their hard bottom shoes on and all that. Mind you, I'm in this wheelchair. I had on a pair of Jordans, right? Now we were outside of the club. We were not inside of the club. They would not allow me to come around the rope outside. They sat me outside behind the rope.
We have pictures of this. They have pictures.
I'm talking to these guys from the little rope right here. And we're all outside. We're not inside the club. We're outside. They were like, nah. Cuz was like, nah, man, can't let you get in with them shoes.
They made you look like you were rolling.
That's serious. I was hollering at my homies through the velvet rope.
Yeah. Which makes no sense because your shoes will never touch.
I mean, it was that protocol. Apparently, I was gonna bring the visual aid down. Apparently.
Dang.
Wow.
I mean, and that's real. I mean, image.
You better than everybody.
I mean, it was funny.
We know image is pretty much everything. Image is very important. We know what works for us and what women may like or whatever, and what you can use to your advantage and what you need to scale back on. Is there ever a case that when something that you know works for you, whether it be a body part or your face or whatever your personality, when it can ever backfire on you and be used in the wrong way? Like if a girl has too much ass and she's showing her ass too much, can it backfire on her?
Your attitude and how you carry yourself, of course. Like if you're doing something solely for that type of attention, of course, at some point in time it can backfire. We discussed this a little bit earlier. There was a young lady that was an exotic dancer that had come into the barbershop, and she was just rather annoying. You know what I'm saying? With her whole like over the top trying to garner attention, even though she was attractive, she had a nice form and all that. Like the way that she carried all of that was just annoying, and everyone just wanted her to leave.
Yeah.
So of course it can be over the top, but I think if you carry yourself within who you are, you shouldn't have a problem with it.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about the dude with the muscle shirt and all that. You know what I mean? And how it basically, to use a DC term, it makes you look like a Bama when you do it a little bit too much. Like you have a nice body, fine, that's great. But when you basically walk around naked.
You don't gotta oil
you gotta oil your up.
You be in a club as soon as it get hot.
Time come out of your ass. And then you dancing and duck if you buck. Real hard though. Look if you buck. You giving them all that. Then there's a problem.
Slow jams and he's still playing.
When it comes to laws of attraction, and we can get ready to wrap this thing up. When it comes to laws of attraction, I think, and you all let me know what you think. It's just my opinion. I think the most important thing is being yourself. Staying true to yourself. If you stay true to yourself, that always shines through. Anybody disagree with that?
No, and we say confidence too.
Yes, and that breeds confidence.
Because if you're yourself but you're still not confident, like confidence, man.
Right.
But that's the best thing you can put on. That's really the best thing that you could put on. But not even if you're ugly, you need to have more confidence though. Because there's a lot of ugly dudes out there.
Very true.
But there are a lot of ugly or unattractive men out there who have very beautiful women. And a lot of it does have to do with their confidence.
Oh, Lord.
I said they got beautiful
Okay.
What you think, Jack?
That could be true, too.
I will say that being yourself is best with a caveat that you should be considerate of those around you.
That's true.
Because sometimes your best is not what other people want to see. Or not just your best, but who you are is not what other people want to see. I'm talking about negative traits.
Okay. Right. And that thing was a problem for you, and you need fix that.
Absolutely.
I mean, but like I think one of the worst traits, and this is a term that we use now, is a stunting cat. You know what I'm saying? Like there's one thing to be yourself within. Like if you're a naturally like Deion Sanders. Is a flashy man.
That's him.
That's what he's always been. He's not fronting for nobody. That's the way he lives his life. That's how he is.
Right.
So I can accept that from Deion. That's him.
Right.
But like if you're a cat that I know, like when we're chilling by ourselves, and then when a group of women come around, all of a sudden you gotta boss up and you gotta be all of a sudden you doing all this grandiose stuff, man. Yeah, man. When we about to stab out, cause you know we gotta go get.
Looking at that rollie.
Look at my rollie right now. Bling. We gonna go to the Gucci store.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Man, I'm so tired. I've been shopping all day.
Really? The stunting guy? That's what gets on your nerves the most? I think like they're annoying, but I don't know if I put them on that high.
Who's higher? Who's more annoying than the
stunting person?
Oh my goodness, the asshole! I would
douchebag. Same person. It's the same person. It's the same person.
Assholes though, so you can lose that.
This is true. All right, we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up, man. Yeah. We're gonna get ready to wrap this up. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We want to know what you think.
Yes.
Do women dress for men? Do they think about men? Guys, are you stunting for ladies? Let us know. Put it in the comments box below. Let us know what you think.
And don't lie.
Oh yeah, and don't lie, like Ashley said. Don't lie. No lies. No lies. And wear fly sweaters.
I don't even got the watch on today. I feel bad.
What time is it? They don't never look at their watch and look at their phone.